Hey guys, if you've never seen my face before, my name is Gabby. I'm a freshman at Coastal Carolina University, and this weekend I'm going to be taking you along with me to Sorority Rush. So I don't know exactly how it works at other schools, but at Coastal we have 3 main rounds, and it is Sisterhood round, Philanthropy round, and Preference round, with obviously midnight at the end. And then last night we did have our welcome meeting, which I forgot to vlog for, but honestly it was really not super relevant. You could wear whatever you were wearing that day, you could show up in, because nobody from recruitment was gonna be there, so didn't really have to worry about that. We basically just went into Wheelwright Auditorium and listened to a presentation from the president, vice president of Panhellenic, which if you don't follow them on Instagram, do it, because that is basically the Coastal Carolina Panhellenic Council. I don't know the exact terminology, but they basically run all of the sororities at Coastal. It's the board that oversees all of the sororities. So the president and the board of that committee kind of ran the welcome meeting last night, and they basically just went through a slideshow. It was about 45 minutes of the slideshow, and they just kind of talked us through what recruitment is going to look like, the schedule for each day, some specifics, some rules, all that stuff. It was very informational, had a lot of good stuff in it. We also got the exact schedules for the next couple days, which was nice because we've known the times, but we haven't really known the specifics until last night. And then we got to meet our recruitment counselor, which there have been other opportunities to meet them, but I personally hadn't gotten to meet mine until last night. So each group has 2 recruitment counselors, and mine are Cameron and Kaylee, and they're literally so nice. So after we got out of that big meeting, we went and did a small group with our group. I'm group 2, and so yeah, Cameron and Kaylee just introduced themselves, added us all to a group me, and just let us know that literally if we need anything, any questions answered about literally anything, they're there for us, because they are in sororities, but they signed up to be recruitment counselors, so they get what's called de-affiliated from their sorority from from the time it started, so a while ago, until after we're all we get a bid or not. So they can't tell us what sorority they're in, because they're supposed to be just a completely unbiased person for us to be able to talk to about the process, and they can give us advice and answer any questions. They gave us their phone numbers, so I texted one of them and I was are we gonna get to eat dinner tonight? I was just texting her just last minute questions and stuff, which if you're wondering, the answer is no about dinner tonight. So yeah, I'll show you guys my outfit, but I'm about to go into Sisterhood round, and I am day 1 of Sisterhood round. It goes over tonight, which is Friday night, and then tomorrow, Saturday morning, but you're only in one round or the other. So groups 1 through 7 are tonight, and then groups 8 to 14 are tomorrow. So you only have to go to one, which is nice, because once I'm through tonight, I have the whole day off tomorrow, almost the whole day off tomorrow. As far as sorority stuff goes, we do have a pizza party that is mandatory tomorrow night, but the nice thing about that is that there won't be any anybody from the sororities recruitment wise there, so it's very casual. It's not, you don't have to worry, you're not being judged. So yeah, in just a little bit I'll be leaving for my Sisterhood round. Very excited, but also very nervous. Okay, ignore the awkward camera angle, but this is my outfit for Sisterhood round. They provide us this t-shirt. Very unfortunate. I was not aware that it was gonna be a women's cut t-shirt. I kind of thought it was gonna be the unisex cut. So I ordered this oversized. So we had to do some modifications, which I'll show you in a second. So this is my outfit. Basically they said wear the t-shirt and a fun bottom or whatever. So I've got my white denim skirt, and then I've got my little cowboy boots with the white flowers to kind of tie in the white. I just think it's cute, it's fun. The biggest thing they said for this round though is wear shoes that are comfortable to walk in, because they said we're basically going to be walking everywhere on campus in the span of 6 hours. And yes, Sisterhood round is 6 hours long, because basically what we're doing tonight is going around and meeting all the sororities and kind of just getting a feel for them, talking to members of each one, and praying we make a good impression so that they invite us back for Philanthropy round. So this is the outfit. To make it actually cute with how oversized it was kind of a disaster at first. I was this is horrendous. So my angel roommates helped me make this actually cute. I literally adore them. So we tied up the back in a little bun like this, and then to keep the neckline in place, since it was so loose. My roommate Annie, basically, it's kind of hard to see, which is a good thing, but we basically like folded it over and like fashion taped it and then bobby pinned it. We could have used a safety pin. We did not have a safety pin. So if you're rushing, have safety pins because you just never know. So yeah, it's gonna, like, my neckline is gonna stay in place because I was just more worried that it would like slide and like you'd see my bra straps, but she's in place now. So yeah, and these boots are super, super comfortable. I've gone to so many concerts and like danced in them and never once gotten like blisters or anything. So I figured this would be a good round to wear them because it's like still more casual. They're not gonna think I'm weird for wearing boots and they're really comfortable. So that is my outfit. I'm gonna go get something to eat at the dining hall before we start because it's literally from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. and we don't have time for dinner. So obviously I'm bringing snacks. Kaylee, my RC, told me bring snacks, like you're gonna want them. So I'm gonna have them with me, but I definitely need to get some real food in me before this starts. Okay, this is my new friend Carly. Hi. She's in my group. We like sat in Jackson for a while in the movie theater, and now we are walking to our first sorority. So basically it's gonna be like, what, 25 minutes at each one?
And we're going to Sigma Kappa right now.
Yes. So we're headed to Sigma Kappa first, and there are 7 sororities, so it's 25 minutes at each. And then at the end we come back to Jackson.
We preference them like 1 through 7.
Yeah.
And then
don't they also like they kind of preference us as well?
And then that'll depend like where we go back to on Sunday.
Yes, because Sunday is Philanthropy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Pref is on Monday.
So we're heading there. I'm like nervous, but also just like really excited.
Same. Like I feel like they're all gonna be like super nice and inviting and like.
Yeah. And I've also heard that like a lot of the girls that are helping with recruitment, this is like their first time doing it too. So they're like as nervous as we are.
Exactly.
Like I met a girl who's a sophomore in a sorority and she was like, girl, like we're just as nervous as you are. Like don't worry too much about it.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I don't really know what to expect, but hopefully it's like,
I feel like they're all gonna be so different.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping they're not gonna ask me anything too intense because we did have to fill out this values bracket.
Mine was
and
complete. Like,
those are our values.
Intelligence, like why did I pick?
I know, I feel like my values came up as like kind of, I don't know, random. So I hope they don't ask me like too many detailed questions about the values. But I guess we're about to find out. Our first party, they call it, is in the wall building. So we're heading to, I guess, a classroom probably.
Yeah, we're like a lecture hall.
That's what I'm thinking, because it has to be big to fit us all in there.
Yeah.
We're currently like running to our next one because it's all the way at the football field. Whew. You guys, I don't think I've ever been so mentally and physically exhausted in my entire 18 years of being alive. I had so much fun today, but literally rush completely took it out of me. And so I'm just gonna give you like a general overview of what this round looked like. I don't know how specific I'll be just because the sooner I'm done with this, the sooner I go to sleep. So basically how it worked was we would walk to the location of the chapter and like wherever they were set up, like wall building, Jackson, football field, and then they would line us up in alphabetical order based on our last name. And then we would like eventually, like after a couple minutes of waiting there, we had to be like silent, and then we'd eventually walk in and they would like be like doing their like chants, which I'm sure you've seen like on TikTok and stuff. And then as you like walk in, for like each girl that walks in, like each P&M that walks in, like a recruiter like comes and like guides you to like a spot. So like a girl walks in, you get led away. Like girl walks in, like it's like a machine, okay? Which sounds a little weird and it is a little overwhelming at first, but it is nice to have someone guiding you to like exactly where you need to go. You don't feel like a lost puppy like trying to figure out where to go. Like you have literally someone with their hand at your back like guiding you exactly where to go, where to be. They talk to you for probably like 5-10 minutes, then someone will walk over, like another recruiter from that sorority will walk over, like, and they'll be like, the person that's talking to you will be like, okay, this is, you know, Haley, me and Gabby were just talking about best places to eat in Myrtle Beach and Conway. And then they'll be like, nice talk to you, and I'm like, oh yeah, nice to meet you too, and then I'll be now talking to Haley or whoever, you know. We'll have that conversation. Same thing will happen. Most sororities I talked to 3 girls. That was like, I would say, the average. One time I only talked to 1 the whole time, which was like a little frustrating. Not frustrating, I literally loved her, she was so sweet, but it was like a little bit like, felt like a little bit of a disadvantage because I didn't really get to like talk to multiple people in that sorority, which is like helpful to like get the vibe. But she was so nice. Like, I still rank that sorority really high. So you would basically, like, once you were done, you'd immediately walk out, get your bag. You leave your bag like in a room, like outside of where you go in. You go in with nothing. You're not allowed to have your phone, no Apple Watch, nothing in your hands, nothing. So you come back out, immediately get your bag and start walking to the next place, because most of them, like, they want you there like early, like if not on time, then early. And one of them, we had to go all the way to the football field, and when I tell you we had to sprint, like when they told us we were running, like I was like, okay, like we're not gonna be actually running. No, we're actually running, and I'm not a runner. So when I tell you, by the time we got there, I had like the worst cramp in like my like stomach or side or whatever. My face was beet red, my hair was frizzy, I was completely out of breath. I felt like I was gonna pass out, and I was like trying to drink water, and I kept feeling like I was gonna pass out. It was so bad. And of course, immediately when we got there, we had to get lined up in alphabetical order and go right in and start talking to people. So it was like very overwhelming. Literally that was the only like really bad one though. Like that was the only one, but like when I tell you, it was probably 10 minutes of straight sprinting with all of our stuff. So when they say wear comfortable shoes for Sisterhood round, they mean it. Like those boots, literally adore them. They were perfect. My feet did not hurt once that whole night. Some girls came in like wedges and like sandals and stuff. Please don't do that. If you're rushing at Coastal, you will regret it so bad, because you are walking everywhere. Like even the ones where we didn't have to sprint, some of them we were walking like far distances, and then once you get there, you're on your feet the entire time. I think I spent the entire 6 hours on my feet. There was one sorority that had us sit in chairs when we got in there and like started talking to people, which was nice. It was a very much needed break from standing. But yeah, so I'm not gonna like tell you guys like throughout this vlog, I'm not gonna tell you like my opinions and like the specifics of like what I thought about each sorority each night, just because that's very much an individual thing that like if you rush, you need to figure that out for yourself. But obviously like at the end you'll figure out which sorority, like I'll tell you which sorority I end up in. So yeah, but it was just a lot. Like I know I'm like so drained right now, and it seems like I'm like miserable, but like genuinely it was so much fun. Like I do not even in the slightest regret it. If anything, this makes me even happier that I did it, because it was so much fun. Like I low-key trauma bonded with all the girls that I just sprint to the football field with in full hair and makeup. And like everyone in the sororities, like the recruiters that I talked to, so nice. Literally loved every single girl I met tonight. It was amazing. Literally wouldn't trade it for the world. But like I am mentally and physically exhausted. My legs hurt so bad from standing and walking for 6 hours. I was starving by the time I was out, because it was 4 to like 10 p.m. Like there was no dinner. It was just go go go. My RCs were like amazing though. Like everyone like my RCs like had anything you needed. Like I don't think I ended up needing anything, but like they had like setting powder, ibuprofen, hair ties, like literally like anything you could think of, they had it. They had like blotting paper for like when we were sweaty, which I probably could have used, but I was like, it's whatever, I'm probably gonna be shiny either way. So yeah, but like every sorority I met was so nice. And so then at the end of all that, we went back to Jackson, which is where we started, and basically went on the like PNM companion app, which they have you download like way a long time ago, and basically rank the sororities. And the way the ranking works is you have 4 sororities in the number 1 spot. So those 4 sororities are all like on a level playing field, and then you have 1 sorority in number 2, 1 sorority in number 3, 1 sorority in number 4. Yeah, so like they like unlocked it, we went into our app, and then we like literally like placed them. So I placed 4 sororities in number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. And basically how I think it works is if the sorority, like if the girls you talk to liked you, then they'll be like, okay, yeah, like Gabby, we like her, and then they can like basically like put a like on me kind of. And if it's mutual, then I get invited to Philanthropy round on Sunday, and I can get invited up to 5 of those. So yeah, hopefully I didn't miss anything from tonight. It's literally so much fun, but so overwhelming. Those rooms had like so many people. Like I genuinely, in some rooms I was like screaming to try to be heard. Like I felt like I was like losing my voice by the end of it, and it was like so hot in some of the rooms, very overwhelming. But like, I don't know, like it sounds like I'm just like complaining and I hated it, but like I had so much fun. But it was definitely like kind of stressful sometimes, because you're literally like, you're talking to someone here, but then there's people talking, literally like bumping shoulders with you, and no one can hear anyone else over all the like talking. So I can't tell if that's a show or people outside. But yeah, so very overwhelming. Just like be ready for that. It's literally gonna be so much noise, so much heat, so many bodies, so much going on all at one time. But like I kind of thrive in those environments, I'm not gonna lie. So I had a blast. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. I do not normally go to bed this early, but I'm literally so exhausted. And yeah, I'm very happy with how tonight went, and I am excited for Sunday. So I might vlog for the pizza party tomorrow a little bit, but like that's not really super relevant, I don't think. So I might save Sunday. So, but anyways, I'm going to sleep. Okay, good morning, you guys. It is like 7:36 or something a.m. Today is Philanthropy Day. Let me show you the fit before I head down and meet up with Abby downstairs. Okay, I'm gonna have Abby retie my dress with this little yellow sundress moment, a little tie in the back, little opening, and then my white reef sandals, because we're probably be doing some more walking today, and these are very comfortable as far as sandals go. I mean, honestly, as far as shoes go, I wear them literally every day. And then I have this little like bow in my hair, little half up, half down moment going on. So yeah, I'm really nervous, honestly. Not like for the actual round itself, but for finding out where I'm going. Because once we get there, they will tell us what like parties we're going to, which parties is just like the word they use for like what chapters you're going to like visit today. And basically, if a chapter doesn't invite you back today, like you're not going back at all. You're not getting a bid from them. So I'm kind of terrified that I'll get there and like none of my top 4 will be, well, okay, you can go to up to 5 parties today. If 5 chapters invite you back, you go to 5. If 2 chapters invite you back, you go to 2. So kind of terrifying. I'm kind of scared that like none of the ones that I ranked high will like invite me back, or like only 1 or something. But like I'm trusting in the Lord. Obviously, like he's got a plan for me, whatever happens, even if it's like something I didn't expect, but his plan is better. So we're just trusting in that and moving forward. So highly would recommend having a steamer. I steamed this dress this morning. It was so wrinkly because they say that nobody takes you seriously if you have wrinkly clothes. So I'm gonna go head down and meet up with Abby, and I think this girl Brooke too. We're gonna go walk to Lib Jackson. Oh, my curls are like fully going flat, but I might like rewash them tonight so that they're fresh tomorrow. Okay, we're all waiting to get our schedules. There's just like a ton of people. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to just like smack your hand.
You're all good. I just heard my name. So.
We are just, a lot of people are down in the theater, but our group is up here for some reason, with a bunch of other groups as well. And now we're just anxiously waiting to get our schedules for the day. Okay, I just got done with my first event. It's so windy, and it went so well. We watched a little presentation about like their philanthropy and like the financials of it and whatnot, and then I got to talk to 3 different girls, and they were literally the sweetest. We talked all about like, it was definitely like deeper conversations about like the like friendship aspects and philanthropy and like the community and what they stand for, and like what that personally means to each of like them and to me. The conversations were really great. I definitely like feel like I have a better like understanding of that specific chapter now. So yeah, I'm excited to keep going and doing the same with the others.
Well, I got it in purple and I gave it to my sister because her colors are...
Okay, guys, I'm gonna super quickly give you a rundown because I'm literally about to go to sleep. I'm so freaking tired. I already kind of talked to you guys about today, but basically it was 40-minute rounds. You could get up to 5 invites back to chapters. Thankfully I got 5. That was amazing. So yeah, there were like 7 event times, so you could literally have like been like the last 5 of the day, and like your first 2 are free. Like my first event of the day was free, and then I had my 5 back to back. There was a lunch break, which was nice, but we went to Hicks and they sent all 600 of us to Hicks at the same time, so it was literally so chaotic, but it was fine. They gave us a whole hour, so like everyone was like good, you know. You got 40 minutes to talk. The conversations were deeper. They did a presentation on their philanthropy and their financials and everything. Had really great conversations. I was so nervous going into it that with 5 I would have such a hard time like narrowing it down and like ranking, but literally when I was done with my 5th event, I went back to Lib Jackson. I spent about 30 seconds ranking them, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. Like I knew even before I went there. I just had to go there because you have to like get an RC to put in your code to be able to officially submit your preferences, which is like what they call the rankings. That's your like your preferences or your prefs. And today it was 2 sororities at number 1, and then, well, for me, because I got called back to 5, so I had 2 sororities ranked tied at number 1, and then there was a 2, 3, and 4. So feeling very good, very confident, very exhausted, and I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow because tomorrow we have to meet at Jackson at 7 a.m. But this time tomorrow night I'm gonna be in a sorority, so that is pretty dang exciting. All right, you guys, it is preference round day. It's Monday. It's actually Labor Day. I have a pimple patch right here, so I'm trying not to like let it fall off. I'm taking it off before I go like meet chapters, obviously, but for the time being it's here. So today's a really freaking big deal. When I get there, they're gonna release our schedules for the day, and you can go to up to 2 sororities, and basically like those are the only 2 sororities that can put a bid on you at this point. So praying that my top 2 from yesterday are my 2 for today. But again, just trusting God. I know he has a freaking fantabulous plan for me, even if it doesn't look like exactly what I think it's gonna look like. So here's the fit. My dress is not tied because none of my roommates are awake. Like, why would they be awake at 6:35 a.m? None of them are rushing. So I'm gonna get Abby to tie it when we meet downstairs. It's dark in here, but I don't like turning on the big light. I just do these little lights and keep my window open. So this little altered state dress, this is my graduation dress. I took my senior pictures in it and graduated in it. I think it's super cute for formal. Like, I have a feeling I'm gonna be topped by a lot of these other girls, but I think this is formal. I think I look adorable. I got my gold heels on. This is literally my graduation outfit to a T. I wore these gold heels in this dress. And then I washed my hair last night, so my curls, they are popping. Okay, I feel cute, I feel confident, I feel ready to take on this day no matter what it has in store for me. So yeah, we're gonna go meet Abby. I'm gonna eat my breakfast on the way, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. Okay, hello you guys. Wow, we have so much to catch up on. It has been a minute since sorority recruitment, and I have a lot to say about it, about the whole process, and also I just did not end off this vlog, so we're just gonna like girl talk style. I'm just gonna tell you all about it. Like, I am no like informational beacon of wisdom. I'm literally just gonna like talk from the heart, you know. I did not really plan out anything I was gonna say, but I never do, so I just yap. Anyways, so basically a clip you're about to see. So I guess I'll talk you through how pref round went, because I never really talked about that. So pref round, I went to 2 sororities, and basically they like do a little bit of like, they'll kind of let you in on some sort of like ritual type thing they do. When I say ritual, it's literally not like, you might think like cult, but like no, that's not. Like, I know that that's like the vibe that word gives off, but it's really just like ritual just kind of means it's something like sort of like sacred that like not everybody can get to know about. So like you go to your 2 like sororities, like if you get invited back to 2, you can either get invited back to 1, 2, or 0. Hopefully not 0. They would have to really not like you for you to get invited back to 0 that late in the game. But anyways, they'll let you in on like some sort of like more like sacred, special to the sorority like thing, you know. And then you talk for like, I want to say you're in there for like a whole hour. It was like a longer amount of time, and you're only talking to one person. So yeah, you just talk a little bit more deeply like about the sorority, about yourself. Like this is like the time to get any questions answered that you might want answered, because like at that point there's a very real chance that you'll be in either of those sororities that you go back to. So yeah, that's how that went. It was honestly, it's really chill. I got to sit down in both of them. I'm pretty sure all of them have you sit down. Okay, sorry, short pause. I did run out of storage, but what else is new? So basically, after you were done at the sororities you went to on prep round, you went back to the theater in Lib Jackson. That's like basically the home base for the entire weekend. And you ranked your top 2, first place, second place, or if you only went to 1, then first place. Yeah. And then you go home to wait in agony and anticipation to go to bid night that same night. So then later that night we went to bid night. Basically it was just a whole lot more waiting. Eventually they brought us out to the like Prince lawn, and we stood in a circle with our RC group facing outwards. Our RC would come bring us our envelope, and when they said go, we could like open our envelope and basically see what sorority we got a bid to. So it is no secret, if you literally know anything about me, that I rushed Sigma Kappa. That is who I got my bid from. So basically after I opened my letter, saw that it was Sigma Kappa, I got to go, like one at a time, each group got to go over to, I don't even know, another lawn, somewhere on campus outside, and like run home to the sorority that you got a bid from. So I ran home to Sigma Kappa. I met my bid day buddy, Mia. I still love her. We're still buddies. But you basically get a bid day buddy who is just like the person holding a sign with your name on it, and they're just like who hangs out with you that day and whatever. Like it doesn't really mean much outside of that day, but it is nice to have someone that's like, you know, assigned to like hang out with you so that you know like where you're going, because it's like very overwhelming. You're in this huge group of people and suddenly you're like in this new sorority, and it can be a lot. So to have a bid day buddy is really nice. And yeah, so I ran home to Sigma Kappa, and then we went back into the wall building, and we had like basically just like a big party. Like there was food, and we got like cute tote bags and bracelets and stickers, and like just had like a fun night. It wasn't like anything like super long. Like I don't know what the other sororities did, but at least for Sigma Kappa we were only in there for probably like an hour. Like it was not that long, and honestly that was fine by me, because it had been such like a stressful, overwhelming day and like a stressful, overwhelming weekend that I was like ready to just go to sleep. So yeah, basically that was how like pref round / bid day went. This all happened in the same day, just at different times. And honestly I was kind of like kicking myself for not editing and like posting this sooner, but like in like retrospect, is that a word? I think it's honestly, I think it's kind of good that I like put it off for so long, procrastinated it for so long, because now I can like give you guys like a full like, I don't know, like just girl talk, like a rundown of like what I think about being in a sorority. So I will be so honest with you guys. I was not expecting to rush Sigma Kappa. Not in like a bad way, like there was nothing I didn't like about it, but like it was just like unexpected, and that's like totally fair. Like I think a lot of girls ended up getting a bid from a sorority that they like maybe didn't expect. But when they tell you that everything happens like as it's meant to be during rush, is literally so true. And like as I've said this whole vlog, I was like, I'm trusting God's plan, like God's plan over mine. And so even though like at first I like was maybe a little confused, I was like, Sigma Kappa, like that's the one I got, like okay. I am so happy that it turned out exactly the way it did. Like I am so happy that Sigma Kappa is who I got my bid from. I'm so happy that like I went through the whole rush process. Like it just could not have worked out more perfectly. I'm like genuinely straight from the heart. Like I have met the most amazing girls, had the most amazing experiences, and it's only been less than a whole semester in Sigma Kappa. Like I got matched with my big Maddie, who I literally absolutely adore. Like I literally love her like more than anybody in the freaking world. Like I love her so much. We hang out all the time. I've gotten to go to social and semi and a bunch of other events in the meantime. I get to be involved in like service hours and like our philanthropy. I walked in the walk to end Alzheimer's, which is very like a touching cause to me because my grandmother died with Alzheimer's. And so it's just like, I don't know, it was such a good, like, I don't know, like being part of something. And it just is so awesome to be a part of something like bigger than myself. Like it just is amazing. Like genuinely, I have no regrets. Like you could not pay me enough to go through formal recruitment again. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, that weekend was hell. It was awful. I was exhausted. I was overstimulated. It was stressful. It was overwhelming. Like it was so bad. but I genuinely like would not go back and like change it. I wouldn't drop out. I wouldn't like I wouldn't do it again, but I would absolutely not change how it happened. And the fact that I went through it my freshman year, like I'm so excited that I get 3 whole, like the rest of this year and then 3 whole more years with Sigma Kappa. Like I'm so excited. And like I just it's brought me to so many more girls, and like I have so many more like friends now. And like, yeah, I know everyone's like, oh, you're just paying for friends, but like, I mean, I have made a lot of friends through it, which is something that's really important to me. If you've watched my videos for a while, I really struggled with making friends in high school. So it's been so awesome to like just be part of a community of women who are not only friends, but also like working towards things bigger than ourselves. Like it's amazing, and it's like so fulfilling, and it's just, I love it. Like I literally love it so freaking much. Like I will say, like if you watching this are thinking of rushing, especially here, I don't know the specifics for each sorority, but I know that with pretty much all of them, you go through like a 8-week like initiation period where you're not initiated yet and you have to like learn all about the sorority. That is a very overwhelming time. I will say I almost dropped, and it was nothing to do with Sigma Kappa. It was just to do with I was so overwhelmed, but I got through it. And again, so glad I did. So glad I didn't drop, because yeah, it was like 6 some weeks of stress and like totally new things and like adapting to all this new stuff and new information, but again, so worth it. And now that I'm out of that period, it's so much less stressful. I know what's going on. There's less like commitments, less things, and it's more like fun, and I feel like I know what I'm doing now, and so I can just be involved and like enjoy it. And it's been so amazing. Like I know everyone like hates on sororities, but like, and I obviously can't speak for other ones, but I love being in Sigma Kappa. I love being in Greek life. It is so amazing, so rewarding, so much fun. I'm just so glad I went through the whole process. So if you're on the fence, I will tell you, please rush. Like if it's something you're thinking you want to do, if you want that community and if you want that like involvement in something larger than yourself, please do it. You will not regret it. Like, yeah, it's gonna suck going through the recruitment process and like a new member process, but it is so worth it. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say on that. This video is coming out obviously way after recruitment has happened, but if you're watching this thinking of recruiting in like following years, it doesn't really matter when I put this video out. So yeah, I guess if you're thinking of rushing, good luck. I wish you nothing but the best, and I promise you, God's plan like will not, like what's meant for you will not miss you, okay? You will not be put in the wrong sorority. You will not like miss what's right for you. God is gonna make sure that you are exactly where you need to be, and I need you to trust that, okay? I love you so much. God loves you so much. Thanks for watching this video, and maybe I'll see you next time. Who knows? Bye. Mwah.
Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring.